know there's a lot of excitement out there about these student successes. So let's just start by giving our honorees a round of applause. Before we begin introducing the presenters and giving out the awards, I would like to ask Reverend James Williamson, our SCF chaplain, to present the invitation.
Let us pray. O God, who gives knowledge to those who ask and offers truth to those who seek, who opens the doors of wisdom and insight to those who knock, we've gathered this day to recognize the achievements of these graduating students and to mark the milestone they pass. Our prayer is their parents, their teachers, their children, and their friends, is that this is only a taste of the opportunities that lie ahead for them, that they take the knowledge they have gained to find new and better technologies to keep us healthy, to end poverty, injustice, and oppression, and to preserve this fragile earth, our island home. That they continue to develop the insight and wisdom to build peace in a world where too much violence is known, to build respect where there is too much disregard for human life, and that they never cease to seek the truth wherever it may be found, whether in a microscope in a laboratory, a quiet place on a hillside, or in the face of another human being. That we all may live our lives in peace and safety in the present and look with hope to the future. Amen.
And now to the departmental awards. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Ms. Suzanne Bechtal, instructor in the paralegal program and also the paralegal program manager.
Welcome. I don't think I've ever been first, but I'm glad to be first because I have some very outstanding students to recognize today. I actually have 4 in the paralegal legal assisting program, 2 who could not be here today. Jamie Costello, who is our outstanding applied science degree student, and I have a book for her and a certificate. And Rebecca Gill, who was being awarded the Professor's Outstanding Paralegal Legal Assisting Student in Civil Litigation, and that was by recommendation of our litigation faculty, Whitney Glazer. And so a round of applause for the 2, Jamie and... But there are 2 here today, and thankfully they could be here. If you would come to the front, Janine Howell and Sandra Whitman. For Janine today, she's receiving the Professor's Outstanding Leadership Award in the Paralegal Legal Assisting Program. Janine has been instrumental, just a wonderful, wonderful student and leader in our paralegal club, and for that I'm very thankful. And she's helped us so much with some events with the Sarasota County Bar Association, and I really do appreciate that very, very much. I have a certificate for you, Janine. And a real book on legal research.
That's too funny, thank you.
Hang on just one moment. Congratulations. And for Sandra Whitman, I have a certificate, and she is receiving, and a book, and she is receiving the Professor's Outstanding Paralegal Legal Assisting Recognition of Professionalism. And again, another outstanding student in our program who has done so much with the Paralegal Club and has demonstrated professionalism in so many respects with the Sarasota County Bar Association events we had recently in the last 2 weeks, and in the classroom, just an outstanding person to know as well. And I have that for you and a book. You're welcome. Congratulations to both of you.
I'd like to introduce next Dr. Andrew Swanson, Associate Professor of Natural Sciences.
Thank you. This year's outstanding student in biology goes to Sam Diefenworth. So if you could come up. Sam has always been at the top of the class in our advanced fundamentals of biology classes. And beyond that, though, he's been more of a volunteer. He's really interested in science, really interested in biology. He's helped me collect some soils for my slime mold research, which is, more than I can say about most of my students. And then most recently, though, Sam's been a really a big help and a volunteer with our Biotechnology Alliance for Suncoast Biology Educators. It's a grant that we got from the National Science Foundation to reach out to high schools in Manatee and Sarasota counties, and Sam's been really integral in that project as well. So I've got a plaque and a biochemistry book for Sam. So congratulations.
Mr. Robert Kubas, Adjunct Faculty of Natural Sciences.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to announce the award for general chemistry for the natural sciences, and the award goes to Dennis Kirichenko. Dennis, you want to come up? Dennis? Okay, we meet again.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yep. Final exam. Okay. Dennis, got a nice certificate for you.
Thank
okay.
you.
And to go along with that, also have this you can put on your wall. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Now I got you bogged down here, but you
wow.
haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh, wow.
Now that's a book. This is Chemistry and Physics Handbook. This is like to the biologists and anatomists, the Gray's Anatomy. This is our Gray's Anatomy. Okay. So I'm sure you're going to put this to good use. All right? Okay. Congratulations again. Dennis is an outstanding student, and he's been outstanding in all his academic achievements so far, and there's more to come, I'm sure. Okay. Thank you.
Dr. Teresia Elrod, Professor of Natural Sciences.
Just got promoted to doctor. Thank you. So would Matthew Hanrahan please come forward? I'm here to present the most outstanding student in Anatomy and Physiology 2 award. And Anatomy and Physiology is an incredibly challenging course. So speaking of Gray's Anatomy, that would be it. So congratulations, Matthew. It was an absolute pleasure. It's one of those students I wish I could clone. Okay, I wish I had a lot more like you.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Here is the Gray's Anatomy. Here's a gift card. And here's a certificate. And here is a plaque.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Dr. Karen Wetz, Professor of Natural Sciences.
I'd like to invite Dennis Kirichenko again, please. I hope you have room on your wall for another plaque. Outstanding Physics Student of the Year. Congratulations. And also enough room on your bookshelf for a physics book. He's been, as was mentioned, an outstanding student. His overall average in the first semester was 101, which I wasn't even sure that the learning management system could handle, but the software didn't give me an error message because of some curves I put into the test. But he's almost always getting, like, out of 6 tests, I think 5 of them were hundreds. And so I've gotten to the point where I've used his test to check first to see if my answer key is okay, So he's been excellent, and I want to encourage him to go into physics, but I think he's going into the medical field, which he's outstanding in, I guess, every area. So this is your plaque and your certificate. Congratulations again.
Ms. Kendra Barber, Associate Professor of Nursing.
Happy to be representing the nursing department today. We had one honoree could not attend. I would just like to mention his award. We're giving the Clinical Excellence in Nursing Award to George Siegel, who could not be here today. Next, I would like to invite Hee-Jung Lee to come up. Hee-Jung is receiving the Academic Excellence Award in Nursing. Hi. Unless you are a nursing student or know a nursing student, you might not realize that our grading scale is accelerated in nursing. Instead of 90, 80, 70, 60, you have to get a 94 for an A, an 87 for a B, and an 80 to pass the course. For 2 years now, Hee-Jung has excelled academically in the classroom, and today we're offering her a certificate and a personal gift for her achievement.
Next, Ms. Adrienne Gould-Chiquette, Instructor and Program Director for Engineering Technology and Construction Management Technology.
Okay, so today I'm honoring 3 people. The first one will be Andrew Sink. Andrew, could you come up? Andrew came to my office the other day to shake my hand and thank me for the banner year he's had. Banner years is his quote. But I wanted to say that the amazing journey that Andrew is on is a result of the opportunities and challenges that he has accepted. And so his banner year has included the following accomplishments. He is our #1 community service volunteer, volunteers for everything that comes his way. He'll be graduating this spring with his associate's degree in engineering technology. He has earned gainful employment at ETCO's, as ETCO's test lab technician. He's one of 8 students in the state of Florida chosen for an all-expense-paid 3-week study abroad program in San Sebastian, Spain this summer. Okay. And on top of that, he has devised a system using solar energy to take his room off the grid. So, Andrew, I wish you continued success for a very bright future. All right. The next award I am presenting is for Jason Patrie for the Excellence in Energy Technology Management. Jason's path in life has somehow landed him exactly where he should be. Jason tells me he was not always an exemplary student, but I find that hard to believe watching him today. He reads textbooks from cover to cover. I know because he's one of my students. It's a little nerve-wracking sometimes. But he absorbs everything from every class. I had the pleasure of having Jason in my class last year, and he was certainly a shining star. And that is why I was so pleased when he accepted the work-study position of lab assistant in the Emerging Technologies Laboratories. So I have watched Jason gain self-employed education in electronics, precision measurement, robotics. If it's in the lab, he's learning it. And so he's not greedy with his knowledge either. He's very generously tutors students from, or peers in the Energy Technology Management program, as well as in the lower level programs. So Jason, your good work will continue to carve the path of always being exactly where you should be. So, thank you. Thank you. And I have one more award for Christopher Whitman for excellence in construction management technology, but he is not here today. So.
Ms. Kristen Zaborski, Instructor of Business.
I teach economics, and my colleague, Dr. Louis Okonkwo, teaches accounting, and he's always joking with me that economists are accounting dropouts. So we're the ones that couldn't make it in accounting, but the student that is receiving this award today was not only very successful in accounting, economics, but also marketing, management, and business. And so he has a very impressive academic transcript, and so I'm delighted to give him this award today. Brian, Abel, come on up here. Congratulations. I also have an economics book for you, just in case you'd like some summer reading. There's your book. Yes.
Mr. James Segar, Adjunct Faculty of Fine and Performing Arts.
Good afternoon, everyone. To forestall one of my infamous ramblings, and in the interest of keeping it brief, as has so often been multiple highlighted and underlined on my instructions for this ceremony, I have written my remarks out on a piece of paper. We are very proud of our prize-winning art students working in a variety of mediums, two-dimensional, including drawing and painting, three-dimensional, encompassing sculpture and ceramics, photography, and graphic design. Their work can be seen in our gallery, located in the 300 building in the midst of our campus, and I encourage you to seek it out and enjoy it for yourselves. Now, it is with great pleasure that I announce this year's awards given to these illustrious students. My understanding is Kristen Dragon could not be with us today, but she got first place in graphic design. So we'll give her some applause. Maybe she'll feel it wherever she is. First place in two-dimensional design goes to Victoria Munsell. And also first place in three-dimensional design goes to William Voles. I said her name right. Come on up, Bill. We'll be seeing you again shortly. There's yours. And Jamie Winans receives first place in photography. Ready to go, Jamie? Congratulations to all of you.
Dr. J. Woody McCree, Associate Professor of Religion and Philosophy.
Could Brett Huerta come forward, please? Brett has taken several philosophy classes in the last year or so and has shown consistent excellence in the classroom. And he's also been a very valuable contributor to furthering philosophical discussion on campus, especially in the last semester or so through Philosophy Club. I will say he does have Socrates stuck in his head, always wants to bring a certain philosophical rigor and always asking for a precise definition as the starting point for a discussion. So that's a good quality, and it's actually kind of a lesson to teachers, a warning that we might actually teach something and they might learn it and use it. So here's a certificate. And a couple of books for you there. So thank you much. So, Nada has taken a wide range of philosophy and religion classes and has excelled in all of them, actually. But this fall, she took my American Religions class, and that's a Gordon Rule class, and there's a lot of paper writing, and she consistently sort of knocked the ball out of the park, I guess you would say, with pretty much every paper. And so I really didn't have much of a decision to make this time around. She is definitely, for this year, the outstanding student in religion. So, so here's the certificate and a couple of books I thought you might like. So thank you very much.
Ms. Jane Jones, Professor of Language and Literature.
Good afternoon. I'm here to present two awards. One of them is for my colleague, Miss Beth Smith, who unfortunately was not able to be here today. But Jennifer Greaves, is Jennifer Greaves here? Jennifer Greaves is getting the award for the Outstanding Developmental Student. And I have a certificate for you and a gift card from Books A Million. And congratulations. The second award I'd like to give is to Courtney Hayden. Courtney? Courtney is actually my student, but I've never met her before. This sounds a little odd, perhaps, but she's in my online class. So I'm really delighted to have her here today. Courtney is receiving the award for the Outstanding Essay in Literature. And I'm thrilled that it came from my class. I have a certificate for you, Courtney, and Courtney's essay that won the award was on archetypes. And so I thought a book on mythology might sort of fit this bill.
Thank you. Mr. Matthew Masucci, Instructor of Language and Literature.
I get to give the award for probably the most weirdly named award. This one is the Fantastic Frog Award. We have here, I know it seems odd, but let me explain. We have at this college an online literary magazine, Electra Frog, and the award that I'm giving out is to Justin Oberg, who is our editor-in-chief. If Justin could come up here so I can embarrass him. Justin has done a fantastic job, hence Fantastic Frog, although spelled with a PH. Fantastic job being editor-in-chief for these past 2 semesters. He has learned quite well just how little you get to sleep as an editor, how everything falls on your shoulders even when everybody else doesn't do their job. And he has recently found that sleepless nights are your best friend. So I would like to give him this certificate. He is also a fantastic poet of his own right, so I'm giving him a dictionary for his poem, and it's a very slim volume, but I'd like to point out the size does not matter. And I have no gift card for you because there is no financial reward in doing publishing. So, well done, Justin.
Mr. Rich McKee, Instructor in Language and Literature Department.
Matt's a tough act to follow, I'll tell you. I'm sort of filling in today for Dr. Doug Ford, who couldn't make it. He's the chairman of our department and our fearless leader. And also our award for the Outstanding Student in Language and Literature, Lori Lewis couldn't be here today. So how about a nice hand for Lori? I'm also very pleased to get out the award for the best piece of flash fiction this year, and that goes to Daniela Rodriguez. Congratulations. Daniela gets this wonderful certificate suitable for framing. And also, Dr. Ford asked me to present you with a gift of a novel by one of your favorites, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Since we don't have gift certificates either, we're a state school. And congratulations again. Thank you.
Ms. Catherine Panic, Professor of Mathematics.
Good afternoon. I'd like to ask Garrett Wyatt to come forward. Gareth is receiving the Outstanding Math Department Award, and he has a 4.0 GPA in his math courses and a 3.88 overall GPA. He also shares his expertise by tutoring in the math lab, and I've heard wonderful things from students about him. I've also taught him for 3 courses, and not only is he an outstanding student, but he's a pleasure to have in the classroom. So congratulations.
Next in the program are our academic team recognitions. I'd like to introduce Dr. Louis Okonkwo, Professor of Business and Advisor for Phi Beta Lambda.
Thank you, Ms. Darlene. Phi Beta Lambda is a college-level organization for future business leaders of America, which is the high school version of that. And at SCF and in the state of Florida, they have what they call district conferences. which is all the district from Naples to Pasco Hernandez. And they have district competitions, and you have to place first, second, or third to go to the state. We just had the state last March, and then the first, second, and third position goes to the national, which is in San Antonio. And I'm happy to announce that 2 of our students is going to be going from here to San Antonio, Mickey and Brian Abel, both of them, husband and wife team, tag team will be going to San Antonio. But at this time, I'm going to recognize them for their outstanding services to Phi Beta Lambda. Ethel Abel, which is, I call her Mickey Mouse, is the president of PBL on this campus, but is also the district vice president for the whole District 4. So you might want to come up. And then Carrie Tendall is also a team member. She's the vice president. She does all the baking of cookies. Michelle Bundy is the secretary and reporter. You can see her with her own camera, writing the news. Congratulations. Elizabeth Lopez is one of our newest members. She used to be shy, but she's the historian. She writes all the history about the organization. Congratulations. And then Brian Abel is the one I call the brain. I call him Brain Abel. In fact, I spell it brain.
Yes, he does.
Next, Ms. Nina DeAndrea, Assistant Professor of Nursing and Advisor for Phi Theta Kappa.
Thank you, Darlene. Good afternoon. I would like to recognize, well, first I'd like to say Phi Theta Kappa is the International Honor Society for the two-year college, and it is a very wonderful organization, and I would like to recognize our scholar. She is the All Florida Academic Team Award winner. This is chosen from students throughout the state, and she is one of 3 from our college, one from this campus, from the Venice campus, and I would like to invite up Sarah Vander Viken. I say it correct. It has been my honor and privilege to know Sarah over this past year in my role as a Phi Theta Kappa advisor. Sarah is a dedicated student. She has been the vice president of scholarship. She is involved not only in PTK, but as an SGA officer and a student assistant. She is committed to the PTK ideals of scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. Sarah may be small in stature, but she is large in spirit, and I have no doubt that she will achieve her career goal of becoming a primary care physician specializing in the care of the deaf. Thank you, Sarah, for making my life brighter for knowing you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And I have 2 certificates for you and a personal gift.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And at this time, we will announce our scholarships. Dr. Gregory Bertoli of the Sarasota Manatee Phi Beta Kappa Association.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to announce the Phi Beta Kappa Scholarship for 2012 goes to Dylan Clancy. Dylan, could you please step forward? Phi Beta Kappa, founded in 1776, is the most prestigious and respected liberal arts honor society in America today. For several years, the Sarasota Manatee Association of Phi Beta Kappa has recognized top scholarship in the two counties by awarding a scholarship to a student of demonstrated academic excellence at the State College of Florida. Dylan, a political science government major, hopes to one day secure a position in the diplomatic service, and his interest in world affairs began after watching the events of 9/11 unfold at the World Trade Center. Indeed, we are quite taken back and mesmerized by Dylan's ability to discuss world affairs at a recent Phi Beta Kappa luncheon. Therefore, it is with great pleasure that I present this year's Phi Beta Kappa Award to Dylan Clancy. Congratulations. We wish you all the future success in your studies. Thank you. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rattoli. I'd now like to introduce Mr. Jeffrey Schneider, Advisor, Office of Student Life.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to present the Wayne Gulbranson Academic Scholarship for Single Parents. May I ask Christina Massa to please join me at the podium. Wayne Gulbranson was an SCF student, a single parent, and an active member in the Student Government Association who passed away during his time at SCF. To honor Wayne's memory, fellow SGA members created this scholarship, which has helped hundreds of single parents for over 20 years. Criteria for the scholarship includes a minimum 2.75 grade point average, completion of at least 30 credit hours, be a full or part-time SCF student enrolled during the spring semester, be a single parent with one or more dependents, and planning on continuing or furthering their education. This year, SGA is proud to present a scholarship check to this very deserving single parent, Christina Massa.
Next, I'd like to introduce to the podium once again Mr. James Segar, and he will be announcing one of our community sponsor award scholarships. He is Faculty of Fine and Performing Arts.
And once again, you'll be glad to hear that I've been provided with a script. The Peter and Mary Lou Vogt Award was created by the Vogts, who were previously students at SCF Venice. They enjoyed their experience with their art classes so much that it inspired them to make a donation to allow other SCF art students to share in the opportunities that they had while attending classes. The recipient of this award must have successfully completed a minimum of 3 applied art classes at SCF and demonstrated a willingness to explore multiple and unfamiliar art techniques, as well as originality and continued improvement of technical skills. This year's recipient of the Vogt Award will receive a monetary award and be allowed an exhibition at the SCF Venice Art Gallery. And that recipient is Mr. William Volz. Similarly, here you are, Bill. Bill is a hard-working guy, both in his classes here at SCF and on the job, where he excels as a tattoo artist. He has plenty of opportunities to put his skills into practice there, and here he has produced superb work in every medium he has laid his hands on. Even in its diversity, Bill's art reflects a unique and intensely personal vision, and he is eminently deserving of this singular award as Art Student of the Year.
Mr. Jeffrey Snyder, Advisor, Office of Student Life, once again, come up and give your award. It's a very special award at the college. Jeff's going to tell you about.
Thank you, Darlene. I now have the privilege of presenting the 2012 Image Awards. May I ask Lisa Joseph, Steve Stinson, and James Thompson III to please join me at the podium. The purpose of the Image Award is to recognize State College of Florida students who exemplify the ability to overcome barriers that would otherwise keep them from succeeding in college. These students have committed themselves to achieve their academic and personal goals here at State College of Florida. They have contributed to the life and work of our institution and represent the mission and vision of SCF. This award recognizes those students who truly embody the image of our college and the community at large. State College of Florida is proud to present the 2012 Image Awards to Lisa Joseph, Steve Stinson, and James Thompson III. Very nice medallion. I'm not going to attempt to put it over your head, though. Sir? Thank you very much.
I'd like for us to give a big round of applause to all the presenters and to all the honorees today. Congratulations. I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Gary Russell, Associate Vice President of Academic Quality and Success now, and Mr. Russell is going to give the honorees the charge.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to be here. You know, I have a job that I really love, and so when I come to work, I generally have a pretty good time. But there are 2 or 3 days each year that I know are going to be great, and one of those days is the day where we have the honors convocation. And so I'm particularly delighted to have an opportunity to speak to you. And if I had any doubt at all that I made the wrong choice when I chose my profession, that's erased on days like this, and I appreciate that. So I want to congratulate you on your tremendous accomplishments, and you're the best of the best, and you've succeeded at a really high level. I'm struck when I listened to Provost Weather Johnson's opening comments when she talked about some of the realities of your lives, because I realized that many of you, of course, probably all of you, in fact, probably have a job, and maybe even more than one. And I know you have families, children, and parents, brothers, sisters, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends. And some of you probably even have the audacity to try to have something of a normal life as well. And so I'm really humbled by that. And I think about myself and that I have one job and 3 dogs who require minimal supervision. And I guess I have to confront the fact that I'm awfully lazy. And but anyway, you've laid an excellent foundation for whatever is in your future. I'm not sure what that might be. Maybe you're going to work. Maybe you're going to stay here at SCF and work on a bachelor's degree now that we have them. Perhaps you're going to transfer to another institution. In any case, we're looking forward to hearing great things from you. And I know I speak for everyone up here today, some of the faculty and staff who are in the audience, that we appreciate what you've accomplished, and we want you to know that you've actually made a pretty significant contribution to our lives as well, and we thank you for that. And again, my congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. I feel charged up. I'd like to recognize some special people who put this event together for us today. I would like to recognize, first of all, our sign language interpreter, Sharon King. She has been provided by Viscom. And I'd like very much to thank the Facilities Department and IT for the setup of the sound, the audio visuals, and the entire room today. And finally, I'd like to recognize the work of the Honors Convocation Committee, who took care of every last detail to arrange this convocation. Co-chairs Lynn Drees and Tracy Elliott, and committee members Jim Fleury, Rebecca Lewis, Charlene Pratt, Pat Schaefer, Jeff Snyder, Mary Lazier, and Lynette O'Neill. And I'd like to give special thanks to Lynette O'Neill, who's been taking the Venice campus, has been taking charge for the Venice campus of this event for many, many years now. And she really has done an incredible job leading the Venice campus team. And I'd very much like to say thank you to the team, and Lynette O'Neill, a special thanks for your leadership in leading. Thank you. Lynette, will you come to the front, please? There's purple flowers in here. They know you like purple. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for coming. This concludes our ceremony today.